Hey guys, so today we are doing a Netflix picks video. If you don't know what that is, this is basically what I'm watching on Netflix. I just kind of give you a brief rundown. When I find a show that I really like, then I do sort of a review on it here on YouTube and encourage you to watch it too. I only review the things that I love, that I'm invested in myself. If I watch something and I don't like it, I'll stop watching it and I won't do a review video on it. So if you're kind of stumped as to what to watch on Netflix, you can go back and type the word Netflix in the search box on my channel, and anything that you see on that list is, big thumbs up. So yeah, today I'm going to review Person of Interest. I have watched the entire first season on Netflix, and now I am partway into season 2. And this is a show that, if I had just read the description of it, it's not something that I would typically have chosen, but I had read this article, something along the lines of the best 50 shows on Netflix or something like that. And I was like, well, I could always give it a try, and if I don't like it, I don't have to keep watching it. Well, I am so glad that I did. This is where having an open mind really pays off, because I love to try new things. I love to expose myself to different kinds of foods, different kinds of entertainment, and everything. So you can really miss out on life if you're not willing to give things a chance. And this show is really great. The writing, the acting, the pace of the show, you'll never be bored. I will tell you that. You will never be bored. It is very interesting. The premise of the show is that one of the characters, Harold Finch, played by Michael Emerson, you may remember him from the show Lost. If you watched Lost, he was Ben Linus on that show. Well, on this show, he plays Harold Finch, who is this genius who created a machine. And then he sold it. Well, it's a little complicated. And I don't want to give too much away, because I don't want to spoil anything for you if you've never seen this show. So let's just say that he designed this machine, and what it does is it alerts anyone who has access to the machine. It alerts them to someone who may be about to commit a crime or become the victim of a crime. So he enlisted someone to help him try to figure out whether this person was going to be a victim or a perpetrator, and then try to stop whatever was going to happen. Definitely not an easy thing to do. But he was able to contact a character called John Reese, played by Jim, and I don't know if I'm going to be pronouncing this correctly, Caviezel or Caviezel, something like that. Anyways, you might be familiar with some of his past work. He played Jesus Christ in The Passion of the Christ, which was a very famous movie. So that's what he's most well known for, and they're both terrific in this show. And they work together to try to prevent crimes from happening, basically. So they can't do it all by themselves. So they get assistance from a couple of detectives on the police force. First, they meet up with Detective Carter, played by Taraji Henson, and again, I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing that correctly. She is no longer on Person of Interest. Now she's one of the stars of Empire, which, you might be familiar with that show. And then there's also Detective Fusco, played by Kevin Chapman. So these two detectives end up helping them try to accomplish their goals, because what they're doing is commendable. They're trying to stop crimes from happening, and the two detectives I mean, that's their job basically, is to try to investigate and solve crimes. So this is a perfect matchup. The four of these people together, all trying to accomplish the same thing. But the character that is my favorite character on the show is one that will warm the heart of any animal lover, and that is Bear. Partway into, let's see, it was either the end of the first season or the beginning of the second season, they introduced a dog to the show. He just like came into the storyline sort of by accident and then was adopted by one or two of the characters, and now he's just a part of the show. And oh my god, he just warms your heart and steals every scene that he's in. And I guess he's a champion too for his breed. But yeah, I love that dog. He's such a good actor, and really enjoy having that aspect on the show because it gives you those awe moments, because it's a very tense, dramatic show. So every once in a while you need something like that to kind of break the ice and make it a little bit less stressful. But yeah, this is a great show. And let's see, what else can I say about it? The guy who plays John Reese is very good looking guy, so that's not too hard to take. And let's see, what else? I think that's about it. I don't want to tell you too much about it because, you know, that half the fun of watching a TV show is the element of surprise. So I don't want to really say anything else about it, but I guess as you go along, there are more characters that become regulars on the show. I haven't got to that point yet. And then there are also secondary characters that pop up in an episode here and there, recurring characters, I guess you would call them. And so that's kind of fun too, because, you know, you start thinking about how that character came about and that sort of thing. So that's it, you guys. I'm going to keep it short and sweet today and just encourage you to watch Person of Interest. If you watch this show already, let me know and tell me, you know, how much do you enjoy this show and do you still watch it? And please don't leave any spoilers, though, for anybody who hasn't seen it yet. I think that I was really straddling the border there of, you know, not telling people enough to hopefully pique their interest, but not saying too much. I caught myself a couple of times almost saying a little more than I should have, but yeah, that's half the fun of watching a show, is to let it unfold in its own time frame. So that's it for today, you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.